Reality is overrated. For thousands of years, humans have tried to capture reality. Basic drawings, written word, sculptures, paintings, photographs, video, and pretty soon virtual reality. Today, anyone can capture that reality with their phones. What does this do to our old tools, our brushes, pencils, our old cameras? They are imperfect tools, and what they create is imperfect as well. But in that imperfection lays the beautiful, the unique, the art. And that's exactly what we're doing here today, embracing the imperfection, because nothing screams imperfection more than the words Holga Pinhole lens, right? So I'm not entirely sure about the specifications of this lens, but the field of view looks like 25 to 30 millimeters to me. I've used my phone to meter this thing with the same settings that I'm using here in my camera, and it's telling me that this lens should have an aperture of around f90, so I'm gonna trust that. Of course you can't focus because it's not really a lens, it's just a hole. Using this lens is not easy. You cannot focus, so it's kind of hard to find the right subjects. You have to look for shapes more than anything else, but I'm enjoying shooting it so far. The reason why I'm loving using this lens and why I loved using the Holga in the past, why I like techniques like black and white or long exposures, is because they give you access to a whole new world that you cannot see with your eyes. That's also the reason why I stopped shooting the Holga though. You see, to access that world, you have to master your tool. And in order to master your tool, you have to use it a lot to know more or less what to expect, so you are not blind when you are making a photo. The problem is that mastering a Holga can get really expensive. I shot some 30 rolls of 120 film with my Holga. Oh, hello. There are dogs everywhere. Hello. This is a cute one though. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I got some very lovely images from those 30 rolls, but they were so few, and I still don't know how to use the Holga. I still don't know how to, what I'm gonna get. I don't know what to expect. It's a tool that is very hard to master. Some people have done it, like Michael Kenna, for example, and man, respect to those people, because it takes a long time and a lot of work and effort to master tools like the Holga. For me, the problem is not time, but money. I just can't keep shooting rolls of 120 trying to figure out the camera. I've always wanted to try a pinhole camera with film, but I would be in the same situation. It would take a lot of time to figure out and to master that tool, and it would be expensive as well. So that's why I got this digital pinhole lens because I could practice and try to master this for free. And what's cool about using a pinhole lens on a digital camera is that you get a real-time preview of your composition. It's almost like wearing virtual reality glasses that give you access to that world that I was talking about.
You are a very cute dog, and I need to take a photo of you.
Yeah, you're very, very cute. You're a very cute dog. One of the problems with this lens is you cannot control the aperture, of course, so you cannot control the exposure like you could do with any other lens. So for example, here I'm photographing this tree and I would have loved to take a longer exposure, but all I can do is just set the ISO to 100. That is still giving me a 2-second long exposure. I would love to have here like at least 6 or 7 seconds. So I have to do some research and see if I can attach filters here. I don't think so. I don't see any filter thread, but maybe that works. I don't know. I don't think so. But if it doesn't work, this could be a very good candidate for using welding glass. I had welding glass in the past and it worked perfectly fine. So it might be time to buy more welding glass to take long exposures with this pinhole lens. I don't have more time, I have to go, but I'm gonna leave you with some more sample images and even a sample video that I took with this Holga Pinhole lens. Okay, that was a pretty silly movie at the end, but I think that this lens could be great for creepy videos like this. So what do I think about this lens? The good thing is I can shoot pinhole with a digital camera, so I can do it for free. It's a very tiny and light lens. It's just a piece of plastic. It's pretty cheap. I got it for 20 or 25 bucks off eBay. I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description for whoever is interested in getting this lens. Overall, I did enjoy using this lens. The results were a little bit hit and miss, but as you would expect from something like this. And yeah, I think that this lens is probably gonna be my backpack on the next trip. I wanna start including some pinhole work in my main body of work. I have images from the Bronica, digital cameras, Holga, and I think that the pinhole images will fit there just fine. Black and white helps a lot. Downsides of this lens, this is very poorly built and I'm afraid that some dust is gonna get in the sensor, so be careful with that. Another problem is the terrible flare that you get when you are pointing towards the sun. Another problem is that even though I'm not entirely sure about the effective aperture of this pinhole, I think it's around f90, doesn't really matter, it's a very high number, and what that means is that if your sensor is not completely clean and shiny, it's gonna show up in the images, as you can see here on some of mine. I really have to clean the sensor. I wanna make a video about that too. But yeah, that could be a problem. As I mentioned in the video, I don't see a way to attach filters to this lens, so that could be another problem. But other than that, for 20 or 25 bucks, I believe that you can't really go wrong with these lenses. An excellent purchase for experimenting and to have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think about this lens in the comments down below, and please let me know if you've shot pinhole before on film or digital or whatever. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.